just talking about anime. Guess it's important to hear what they say. Argue over weapons throughout night and day. Now that you listen to the Rant Cafe.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Animac from Anime Uproar, and welcome to another episode of the Rant Cafe Anime Podcast. Joining me today, we have Nux and Briggs.
Nux and Briggs!
Nux and Briggs!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. We also have Noble from Lost Paws.
Hi, how's it going? Noble from Lost Paws! Noble from Lost Paws!
And we also have the Pixel Boy. What up, Pixel Man?
Hi, how's it going?
It's the Pixel
Party Pals, okay?
Pixel Party Pals.
There we go.
First time. Hell yeah, let's do this.
Thank you for joining us. Today we're discussing the best, most epic, and coolest locations in anime.
The greatest anime locales, a fantastic topic that Animac gives no appreciation to, because if MILFs cannot be locations, then does it need his attention?
Yeah, exactly. So guys, I did not pick this topic. I wanted to do the best MILFs in anime.
Oh my god.
We gotta do that
no, you didn't!
Wow.
You didn't!
Actually, I think we
Why
did
are
best
we
mothers
doing
in anime. We've done that before.
Oh, you have? Okay, never
And
mind.
Hawk's
then.
mom won. Huge flex.
Hawk's mom? That's the
Yeah.
one that you chose out of
we
all
won.
of them.
We memed the entire episode, although
It makes
fairly,
sense if you watch
fairly.
it.
No, she
Destroyed
is great.
Animac.
I get you, but like in terms of, you know, I think Animac's taste, I feel like Hawk's mom would be the last on his list.
What, you think?
You
think-
clearly don't know Animac's taste.
You
like
think I can't? You think I can't handle that ass, bro?
If you want to scarf that down, it's like she scarfs her dinner. I mean, all right, man.
No, it was best anime moms, not MILFs. So-
Oh, okay. Moms, not mills.
I mean, I don't think we
okay.
could do best anime milfs on
Briggs.
YouTube.
We could totally do best anime mills. We just get Hawk's mom to win again. We just need hiding public in here, and it's already decided. We got.
Oh, you
Easy.
trolls. You scoundrels.
Anyway, so the best locales in anime is a very niche topic because we're not talking about the best setting. We're not talking about the best world. No, we are talking about individual locations like the Leaf Village from Naruto, Ikebukuro from Durarara, and, well, 14 others that we have prepared on this lovely occasion.
Yeah, we're definitely not running out of ideas, guys.
Definitely not. In the
Yeah.
first round! I gave you like 3 ideas today, okay? And you were just silent, so I picked this one. Sucks to be you. In the first round, we have the Leaf Village, Konoha, a place where many of us anime fans grew up. And it's up against Honoji Academy from Kill la Kill.
Where you guys know I'm a pretty big Naruto virgin. I don't remember enough of it. Never finished it. So I'm going for Honuji Academy.
Really?
Number
Yeah.
1, Leaf Village wins. Moving on.
Bro.
We're just gonna move on.
Honuji Academy is like a battle base that you
Yeah.
can use to wage war, and it's also a high school.
I mean, it's more of
Leaf
like a
Village wins
prison,
4-1.
Yeah,
Valiant effort, Honoji Academy. Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, how do you really compare it to having a Mount Rushmore instead of but instead of presidents, it's weeb ninjas that are really cool and powerful.
These are the
up on
weeb
there.
presidents that we've looked up to our whole lives.
That's
I know
right.
all the Hokage on that mountain, but I don't know all the presidents on Mount Rushmore.
And then how cool is it to see your boy Naruto finally make it up on that mountain? That's a good freaking feeling right there, you know.
First of all,
And you want to know a huge flex in chapter 700 of Naruto the manga, when they actually finally had his face on that mountain?
Yeah.
You know what was doodled on his face?
What?
The One Piece flag with the straw hat. Hell yes.
Oh my god.
Man, I was
It was.
not
pretty
convinced
epic
for the
Easter
Leaf
egg.
Village until you mentioned One Piece, honestly. So having not watched more than 3 episodes of Kill la Kill, and having watched and read all of Naruto, I'm gonna have to vote for Kill la Kill here, since it's literally it's just a fucking village. It's just a fucking village. Anything like
It's not just a village, bro.
It's
Okay, there was
literally
the
a
Will
fucking
of Fire. It was passed down for generations. We know about the battles between the Senju and the Uchiha that came together to create this place.
That
There is so
doesn't
much
change-
culture in this village, bro.
yeah, clearly
Listen
I don't
to me,
appreciate
man.
the culture. It's just a village. I'm voting for Kill la Kill. It's got to be better.
Thank you, Nux. Thank you, Nux. Listen, thank you, Briggs. Listen, Nux. Okay, first of all, Teddy Roosevelt is the best Hokage. Second of all,
Yeah.
second of all, I heard that Naruto only got good after his son took over.
All right.
Oh,
Hold up.
dear.
Hold the fuck up.
Well,
I mean, I was referring to the prequel to the Naruto franchise being Naruto as opposed to Boruto, which is the meat and potatoes of the story.
Of course.
Yes. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
I mean-
Noble, Mr. Party Pals.
Yeah,
Help.
I do believe that the Leaf Village is the superior thing here, even though that the Academy can open up into like a weird battle arena place where lots of crazy stuff can happen. I think just the iconic Leaf Village is such an awesome place that you would want to visit on a vacation. Like, given how like all the scenes and settings in there are
Who would
kind
wanna
of
go there?
just iconic. And then there's also a freaking like deadly death like fucking forest right next to it too, if you want something deadly like a combat arena where they have like the fucking was it Genin exams or I believe
Shooting
that's what-
exams.
Chunin exams, that's right. And this I mean, you got
The
so
Leaf
many
Village,
interesting
it's just
things.
it's somewhere where I feel like I grew up to an extent. Like there's the
Yeah.
ramen place and there's the Hokage's house and there's Naruto's little dingy apartment, which is not at all relatable to mine.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels so homey and nice, you know? And I really
There's
can't
so
say
many
much about the
memories there. There's
Academy.
pain that wiped out the village. The village was completely annihilated after that. They rebuilt it. I don't know. I feel like there's so much history and
Yeah.
culture in that village.
Yeah.
It completely outclasses, a school
Yeah,
for
it's- yeah. That wasn't even like the main
For-
focus of
you
it.
know,
It was like
nutcases.
there and it's like whatever.
I
Yeah,
really have
but-
no idea about the school. I'm just kind of trolling, but also I don't like. I don't know. I don't think the Leaf Village is anything special, considering it was like what is it,
Whoa.
700 chapter series, and I don't care about it. It's literally like I wouldn't want to go on vacation there. Like Noble said, it's just a freaking village.
Oh.
It's this amazing world with all these magical powers or ninjutsu.
But it's not cool because of
and
the
go through-
magical powers. It's
I-
because of the culture and the different nations.
All right,
That's the
what
world building of
separates
Naruto.
what separates one village from another from a actual physical standpoint? Nothing.
do you mean
very
from a
little.
physical standpoint?
Bro,
I mean,
there's,
they're all
like, Leaf
buildings.
Village
Yeah,
and,
they're just
like,
fucking
Wood
buildings.
The
Village.
buildings are built differently and stuff. There's
First
lots
of all,
good
the buildings are all
architecture
built
going on.
differently.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's the culture that went into making every village. The idea of the Will of Fire is only present in the Fire Nation. It's only present in the Leaf Village. It's not in the Sand Village or whatever. They all have different ideals and different ideologies that, everyone stands by. I feel like I'm just excited because the more we argue with Briggs about this, the more he's going to develop a hate boner for the Leaf Village. And he's going to make like 16 exposed videos. Why the Leaf Village sucks!
I mean, if it wasn't for Ichiraku Ramen, I would just hope the entire story didn't take place in the Leaf Village. Like, the best parts of the story are when they leave the location we're talking
Nux.
about right now.
Nux.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Can you find Satsuki's mom in the Leaf Village?
Satsuki's mom isn't even in Honoji Academy.
Yeah.
But
owns
she
that,
visits
yeah.
sometimes.
She visits.
She does, but she's an alien, so I'm sure she can visit the
Nux,
Naruto world
Nux.
too.
All right,
okay?
but what
Nux.
about MILF Hinata? What about that, buddy? Huh?
No, listen to this.
MILF Tsunade, bro.
If there is
Yo.
one MILF,
MILF Tsunade.
in the world that Nux should relate to, it's Satsuki's mom.
Because she's a psycho.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that weird sex scene with her daughter was a little off-putting, but aside from that,
It was about the psychological torture, bro. That was the point,
okay. Anyway, I think that Pixel Party pals, please be a man of culture.
right.
Oh,
When
I
I
see.
think of
What's
the
your
Leaf
vote?
Village, I think of Madara, I think of Hashirama, I think of all the history and everything that went into creating that place. And then when I think of Honuchi Academy, my brain instantly went to people playing tennis. So the Leaf Village for me.
Oh, I thought you were going to, but it turns out I'm a huge tennis fan.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
that would have been the biggest flex of all time. Anyway, Leaf Village wins.
Yeah.
Konoha Gakure is victorious in the first round. Next round, we have the Seirete from Bleach versus Central from Furumetu the Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
Obviously, Resin Bull should have been here.
Oh, it shouldn't have. Resin Bull sucked.
You suck, bro.
There's only
Whoa.
one thing that happened there on like October 10th or something. Or October 3rd. I don't
So
know.
this Sirite thing, that's like where Soul Society is.
No, the Seirete is the where the 13 court guard squads live in the Soul Society. They're in the walls.
Where they go to
in the
rescue
Soul-
Rukia, yes?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Very cool place.
Why couldn't we just do the Soul Society as a whole? Is it a world? I
It's
guess?
not a locale.
Yeah, that's a world.
Mm.
Yeah.
So is it all the like? Can you describe the Serite again to me? It's not just where the 13 court guards.
So the way the Seirete works is you got these big walls surrounding them, and like hundreds and hundreds of like miles above the Seirete, there is the royal palace where the Soul King and his 4 main guards live. And the idea of the 13 court guard squads that live in the Seirete is they're individuals who keep the peace between the world of the Soul Society. They manage it. And they also send out individuals to go to the human world to take down hollows and to help holes pass on to come to the Soul Society.
All right, I just wanted to have an understanding. It's not just like the palace with like the where the captains live or whatever. It's the entire the
No.
squads. It's the place where Ichigo and was trying to infiltrate, and they were all running around in this fucking. It's just a city, guys. I'm kidding. This like city or village the entire time.
Man, this is gonna be Briggs's go-to line in this episode. I'm so excited.
I was literally just playing devil's advocate for like I knew it was gonna be a 4-1. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna vote for the other one.
Dude, this is gonna be dope. I'm so excited. The more Briggs is gonna get pissed, the more videos he's gonna make. He's gonna develop this massive hate boner for like the Leaf Village.
I'm gonna start analyzing each little building. I'm like, what separates?
It's just a city, guys. I don't even know what happened in that house. 700 chapters, and I don't know what happened in that house.
Okay, Smooth Locket gifted 25 tier 1 subs. Thank you, you mad lad.
Yeah,
And also,
mad lad.
I feel like a couple other things happened. Fuck, I missed it. I'm sorry. Someone do it. Oh, Lad Zuzo gifted a bunch and donated 2,000 bits. Thank you. Let's jump back into it.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah, Briggs,
anyway,
don't get frustrated, bro. It's okay.
this is cool. I like it when he's frustrated because that means the good content is coming.
It's just a village, bro.
Yeah, it shouldn't get to me.
Dude,
It's
don't
literally
start-
just a village.
The more someone praises something Briggs is neutral about, the more he starts hating it. I feel like that was what happened with Todoroki and Tower of God. I feel like they're both in Briggs's mind, they're both average, but because people praise them, like all of a sudden Briggs becomes like the evil mastermind. You know.
No, I mean,
Anyway.
I very much dislike Todoroki. Although I do think I'm so biased in that category. While with Tower of God, I actually just think it's bad. Or like below average. But we won't talk about that.
In any case, we're going to talk about the Tower of God soon. First, Seirete versus Central.
Okay.
I have to say, looking at both of these, before considering both sides of this coin, I was going to easily give it to the Seirete. But afterwards, thinking about Central and all the really deep politics in Furumetu de Erikimistu, when it comes to who is controlling things, when it comes to how the entire country is built to be a massive transmutation circle. Like Central is like, there's the abandoned lab in Central. That was amazing.
Yeah, man, like
But at
that's
the end of-
definitely a place where Noble would want a vacation.
Nothing like visiting Shao Tucker's backyard. Right?
Yeah, you know, want to see that Nina, you know, that'd be great. That'd be-
Anyway, but
Yeah.
that said, even though much respect to Central from I'm gonna still give it to the Seirete from Bleach because iconic location.
Yeah.
And it's-
What is the
very
Serite made
interesting.
of? I remember it was made of like some enemy energy.
So
that...
the Seirete is made out of reishi,
Mhm.
which is
Reishi.
basically a type of spiritual energy. Now, the reason why that's important is because Quincy's can manipulate the reishi around them. So, like Uryu, for example, he can absorb the reishi of a house to like charge his bow.
Quincy's are just
For
the
example.
worst.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
you
sound
didn't
like
even
guys
read the
homeless,
final
like that.
arc.
For
of
someone who
Bleach,
knows
okay?
nothing about Bleach, that's just a bunch of jargon. Yes,
Dude,
you can use
I
Reishi
love
to
when
charge your
Animax does that.
blurs, and then you can use your gobbledygooks to... like, yeah, of course.
No,
yes,
from how much Bleach I've seen, I do think that the Quincy's are the lamest.
Oh, you didn't read the Quincy arc. The only Quincy you met was Uryu, okay?
1,000-year blood war.
No, it was also
Yeah.
like the one dude's mom, Ichigo's mom.
Ichigo's mom isn't even talked about until the
Yeah, how do
manga.
you know?
How do you only remember moms?
You only know that because of spoilers.
He
No,
probably
it's
watched
not
the
even
video.
fun.
He read a
I feel like-
doujinshi, man.
I feel like it's implied, man. I feel like it's implied somehow.
It's really not implied. We don't know
No, not
Ichigo's
at all.
part Quincy until much later.
Someone in the chat confirmed that I'm right, please. Thank you. Anyway, I will go with the Serete because I think Central itself, like the city, isn't that big a deal because the whole country of Amistris
Mistress.
is really the focus, right? So the one city doesn't make it so much
Bro, it's just a
interesting
city.
to me itself. It's just a city.
Yeah.
In
Like
fact,
Fort
I'm with you
Briggs.
on this
If you
one.
used Fort Briggs, bro, that would have been
Oh,
better.
Big W for Fort
Oh,
Briggs.
yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It's not just a fort. It's so much more than a fort.
You don't understand the symbolism in the name Briggs.
This is the best
Yeah.
episode in a while.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. Serite, I think, wins. We have
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I go for
honestly,
Serete.
Central is so fucking boring. Like, it's whatever compared to the Serite where they actually have, like, battles and all the freaking, like, captains around there, and you go through it, and everything looks so freaking cool. Like, I don't know. There was more focus on the Serite in Bleach than I feel than
To be
Central
fair,
and
like
Final
in defense of the Serite, there is Kampachi Zaraki in the Serite, and there is no Kampachi Zaraki in Central.
That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop looking at people, man, because Olivia Mira Armstrong solos this whole list. If we're gonna talk about that,
Okay, anyway, that was a joke. Moving on.
wait. See who in the chat says the phrase "it's just a fort, bro" is such a weak mindset.
So wait, the next round's a very interesting round.
Yeah, it's Ikebukuro from Durarara versus the Tower of God from Tower of Simp.
But
Oh my God.
well, hold on. Isn't Ikebukuro like an actual neighborhood in
Yeah,
Japan?
it's-
Like
isn't
in
it
Tokyo?
real?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's also an anime locale where there's the yellow scarves, the blue squares, the dollars, the mafia, the Russian government KGB guys, a Russian black dude selling sushi.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
Oh, and there's
Izaya manipulating stuff. There's a headless horseman on a motorcycle.
hand riding
driving
on
around.
motorcycle.
Yeah, there's psycho scientist dudes. There's Izaya manipulating things behind
No,
the
it
scenes.
is a-
There's
it
the
is a very
natural
cool
disaster
neighborhood.
Shizuo. There's what's her name, Henri, with the demon sword that's like creating an army of zombies. Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
there,
there's a
man.
lot going on in that place.
Yeah.
But
So,
we're
yeah.
not here to
Tower of
talk about the
God, you
people. We're here to talk about the actual location itself, which
But
is
the
just
thing
a real
about-
normal ass city.
Bro,
It's
bro.
the main character.
Ikebukuro in Durarara is one of my favorite anime locales because it's the main character of
It
the
is.
Durarara story.
It feels alive. It never stops. There's always something going on within the city that affects every other part of it. It's really cool. And I would like
Right,
to
no,
say
but-
that Tower of God is not just a tower. It is not just a tower. It is more than just a tower. It's a world. And by that logic, it loses by default and Ikebukuro wins.
Oh,
Listen.
wow.
The thing about Ikebukuro,
Briggs pulling out the rules out of his ass, trying
Yeah,
to shoot Tower of God in the foot.
I mean, can we
The
really
thing-
vote about the tower
Briggs.
where we've seen like one floor or two floors?
Briggs, Ikebukuro, like you said, it never stops. But that's because someone keeps ripping out all the fucking stop signs.
Yeah. I think Durarara shines mostly not because of the locale, per se, but the people around it, the noise in the city, which is what the anime is titled after. And therefore the location is not the main thing here, but it's more of the people making the noise, which is the main character, rather than the actual city itself. So I'm going to wholly disagree with Nux on this one here. And I'm going to go with Tower of God as the more interesting place, because there's a lot of different stuff going on inside of the tower, as well as the people making it interesting as well. And not knowing why you can't see the sky, the other things like that. There's a lot of mystery surrounding Tower of God, where Ikebukuro, there's a lot of mystery surrounding the people rather than the location.
I hate to say I agree with Nux. You guys know how much I hate that, but I do think that he has a. I think he has a point about Ikebukuro being a great setting that kind of makes everything flow. So I do agree with him that it's a great example of a setting that is alive. But I do also like the tower. I think it's really cool. And by the way, everyone who's tweeting at me at Anime Uproar to include a Violet Evergarden location, that is never going to happen.
What the hell? Okay.
I love how you do that. To everyone tweeting at me at Anime Uproar on YouTube, you can comment on my YouTube channel. It's also Anime Uproar. I'm Animac.
This man.
I made a great
tweet on
Demon
YouTube,
Slayer
bro.
video last week. Just saying, to all those people who may want to visit animeuproar.com where I sell my merch. I mean, I don't know, but if you wanted to visit there, that is the URL. To those people, F you. It's like, that's what you just said.
No, I was just saying, bro. Violet Evergarden is not going to make it to this list, but, good game. Yeah, I don't know. I love Tower of God location currently so far. It's very interesting, but it's also so crazy. So this is actually a tough matchup, to be honest.
Okay.
You're, Mr.
He's still
Pixel.
thinking about it. He's still
Yeah,
I'm
thinking.
so
going with
I'm gonna still
Ikebukuro. I feel like Tower of God has the potential to disappoint me, whereas Ikebukuro at the moment can't.
What a guest we've had this week. Unbelievable.
I
I'm very happy
agree
to have
with
you. You're
you.
welcome back anytime, my man.
I love Dororo. I think it's the superior anime, but I still think the location of Tower of God is better.
Well, I respect the location of Tower of God. I am enjoying the story. I will probably be moving over to the webtoon very soon because, I mean, even watching it at 2x speed, I still feel like the adaptation's pretty slow. Like,
Man, you're
mastered
crazy.
rushing
You're
everything.
crazy.
but feeling
the
slow.
dialogue
What are
is
you talking
janky.
Bro,
No, I don't
episode
care.
4
about,
was
I
fire.
understand it's moving fast. Episode 4 was very, very good. I liked it a lot. Episode
Yeah, it was
3 and episode 1 both had such janky dialogue. Like, the manhwa did a much better job. I don't like the adaptation. I'm sorry. I like the story. Don't like the
Who
adaptation.
here?
Gonna be moving over to the
Who-
manhwa.
Who here is the author
Sucks.
of the famous Rant Cafe Isekai?
Briggs.
No, it's me, so don't tell me about bad dialogue, okay? The dialogue is fine.
Your
Move
dialogue
on.
is far superior to Tower of God. It's a compliment.
Okay.
I'm going to
listen.
definitely go for Ikebukuro from Durarara because it's one of my favorite locales in anime. When I think of amazing anime locales, the first thing that pops into my mind is Ikebukuro from Durarara. I love
Well,
the
for
story.
me-
City
for
feels
me-
alive. Izaya is a mad lad, and no one understands Animex taste.
For
Again,
me,
you're
the
saying
first
the
place
characters, not
I
the
think of,
locale.
the first place I think of in terms of locale is that cafe from Tokyo Ghoul, because you guys know how much I love me some Tokyo Ghoul. I'll vote for the tower, so it's 2-3. Let's go.
The funniest thing
what
in
did
Tokyo
Pixel
Ghoul,
vote
it's
for? I
like,
cut him off.
unfortunately, ghouls can only eat humans and drink coffee. Oh,
Ninja.
okay.
Pixel, who did you end up voting for? I cut you off. My bad, bro.
No, that's fine. Yeah, Ikebukuro. Yeah.
Mad lad.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
Ikebukuro.
fair,
God
like
has been expelled.
none of us are fully caught up with like the one thing that does intrigue me about Tower of God is the tower itself.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to see more to give it my vote. While I'm a big fan of
The only thing interesting about Tower of God is the tower,
Yep.
in my humble
agree.
opinion.
I haven't seen enough.
I
of
mean,
it.
we're disagreeing, Noble, on like principle of what is a locale. So I mean, it's not fair.
You're talking about the people in it rather than the actual.
It's the people that
location.
brings it to life, though. Well, what do you care about the Leaf Village, bro? Hokages, they're the people. The faces on the mountain. I'm not talking about
Well,
people.
that is the
Who cares
locale.
about if there's some old guy on a mountain?
I don't.
Because of who the person is.
You're talking about the characters
people
rather than
make
the
the locale.
location. I don't know. It's kind of a weird topic, honestly.
Yeah, but the location can make a person who they are.
If this was setting, then I would agree with you, Nux.
I mean,
But this is not setting.
But it's the people that gives a location its identity. Honoji Academy without the MILF visit is nothing. Anyway, let's move on for now, because in the next one we have also one of my favorite locales in anime.
Oh my God.
Morio something radio. I don't remember the rest of the words, but it's the Morio from JoJo's Part 4. I'm closing right now, but you probably can't see it. And it's up against City Z from One Punch Man.
That is a very difficult matchup. Oh my.
Yeah, for real.
No, to me it isn't at all. Like,
it's not a matchup at all for me.
maybe if Z City was Italy from JoJo's, we could talk. But
Ooh.
Oreo 100%. Like,
Bro,
maybe
Animac, why do I agree with you on so many times? I mean, it was only like 2 out of 3 times.
I know,
that
but
agreed with
it's
you.
weird because usually I don't let Nux convince me, but like his arguments and previously that he made to me about Morio being a character of its own in Part 4 definitely influenced me. So I do really like Morio. I felt attached to it and to, like, because they keep coming back to, oh, and so now this is a statue here in Morio, and so now this is this building. So
everyone walks past the Angelo Stone. Yo, Angelo. Where
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
The bouncy, spiky rocks like on the shore. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the city comes to life.
There's
There's so
much
much
going on,
weirdness. There's that one guy that, like, we're still not sure if he's an alien even by the end of the story. Like, just walking around.
Yeah,
It's
like
like-
we don't know if he's an alien or like a stand user who's just completely insane.
You could just
There's
do
the
whatever.
serial killer. There's the creepy street that only exists like sometimes. That if it turns,
Oh,
if you turn around,
And then there's that amazing restaurant too.
there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
restaurant where they suck out your eyeballs by feeding you tomatoes. That's what I'm talking about.
No, that restaurant was awesome because they thought that he was going to be like a villain and he was just like a dude who made delicious food.
Yeah.
Right?
He just made really good food.
Man, I've been trying to concoct like a counter argument, but Morio is just too good.
It's boss, isn't it? Morio's great.
Dude, in Morio, there's like the beauty salon, right? And we thought it was going to be like a one-off episode in Morio, but then it turns out Kira later runs into that beauty salon to
Oh
change his
my
face.
Yeah.
It's like the city's
Dude,
alive.
so I had a bunch of people in the chat made a really good point. Morio has MILFs.
Morio has Kira's wife and Josuke's mother.
Oh my God.
Yes,
That gets the Animac vote every time. Look at that.
Just the MILFs.
Damn.
I mean, okay, I gotta throw Z City some love here. Like in Z City, they have like the whole cool like hero association, super powerful, and got
Pretty
some
sure that's an
mysterious
A
stuff
city.
going on the inside. Oh, that's A City, so that doesn't count. Oh,
Well,
then yeah,
Z
fucking
City.
Mario's way
I-
better.
Z City is the one that's been like completely evacuated.
I chose-
Only
the reason
Saitama
why I
lives
chose-
there, and the monsters live underneath.
Yeah, there's just.
Did you read the
monsters.
manga, Noble? The One Punch Man manga?
Yeah. I read up to a certain bit. Yeah. To
Like, Z City is
basically
completely-
the end of season 2.
Yeah, so did
Z
you
City is
did you
completely
read-
uninhabited at this point since the Monster Association took over underground, and there's always monsters approaching. So Saitama lives there
Yeah.
because the rent is really cheap.
Yeah, I remember that.
Makes
Because
sense.
there's always monsters.
But did you read the One Punch Man manhwa, which is just some Korean dude redrawing One Punch Man?
Yeah, it's called solo leveling. Got him. All right, moving on.
Oh,
Nice.
Get outside.
Nice.
Anyway,
Arise.
Anyway, so-
I'm still a solo leveling fan. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Well, I guess you're solo.
oh,
Oh.
stop
Tower
it.
of God's just a tower.
Oh, shut
I can't wait to my next video. Why Tower of God is just a tower.
It's just a
Tower
tower,
of
bro.
Tower of God's about a tower, bro. Shut up.
Bro.
Yo,
That's the
you should get
title.
you should get a shirt that says it's just a tower, bro.
It's just a tower, bro.
Okay, so can Morio please win, guys?
Yeah, it's over.
All right,
Yeah,
Mario
Mario
wins
won.
5-0. I do want to respect Z City though because One Punch Man's amazing, but moving on. In the next round, the king of world building One Piece rears its beautiful, beautiful head. But unfortunately, being that Animac is a One Piece virgin, we could not include any locale past the point that Animac is up to in One Piece, so we included Alabasta. We would have included Dressrosa or Zoe or the Sabbaty Archipelago, but no, we have to do Alabasta.
Alabasta is the weak. Oh, whatever. I guess.
What are you talking about? First of all, unfortunately, I love
how Animac's gonna be like, "Why are we roasting Alabasta? It's amazing." But then he's like gonna get to Zoe and Dressrosa, and he's just gonna
we'll get to the way better places.
Bro, I've never seen Death Braid, so I don't know what Quindecim is.
Quindecim.
Okay, but Alabasta's fucking awesome, bro. How useful are the animals in Alabasta? Like, every animal is like a supersonic hedgehog.
If I was in Alabasta, I'd be vegan. Okay, I'm kidding. I wouldn't be vegan.
What the fuck?
The point is, Alabasta's awesome as a location, has all this political world building. It has culture. It has interesting geographical features. It has interesting animals, many of whom are men of culture and hit on the women, the human women. So, for me, it has to be Alabasta, but also I haven't seen the other one.
Karoo D Uck, more like Karoo D Inner.
Jen just dropped 5,000 magical bitches. Thank you.
Jen Marie says, "Thank you so much."
All right. So Alabasta's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
I have to say, Mr. Prince is the best protagonist in Alabasta. Absolutely owned the show. That said, I'm definitely going to vote for Quindecim.
Wait, is Quindecim just a fucking bar?
No.
Quindecim is a bar, which is purgatory.
It's just a bar, bro.
That argument cannot stand. Only Briggs has the right to do something.
If we're gonna talk about purgatory,
you're supposed to have a PhD in political philosophy, damn it.
If we're gonna talk about purgatory, at least do like the Angel Beats High School or something.
Can I explain it, please, before you give me this just a bar garbage?
All right.
Okay. So Quindecim, it's just a bar. No, I'm kidding. So Quindecim,
imagine if you said that and you actually ended up voting for Alabasta.
Yeah, it's just a bar. Fuck it, you know.
I mean, it's just purgatory.
So the thing is, people die, and if it's unclear whether they are deserving of going to heaven or hell, they have to play a game in the bar of Quindecim. So they come down the elevator, and they meet Decim, who is the bartender, and many of the other people that live around there. So, fascinatingly enough, they don't have memories of dying, obviously, and many of them don't even have memories of their life, and they're forced to play a game that twists their morality to see if they are worthy of going to heaven or hell. Like, a simple example of this is someone says someone's down there for a while and becomes like friendly with Decim, and then Decim is like, all right, listen, I want to do you a solid. Here's a button. If you push this button, one random person on the planet will die, and you'll be reincarnated back into life. And, you know, I like you, so I want to do this for you, but it has to be your choice. So click the button. Some random person you'll never heard of will die. Millions of people die every day, and
it's
it'll be fine.
He had a prank, bro.
But it wasn't that obvious because, well, you know, most people don't realize they're in purgatory. But so in this case that she did, and she's like, I can't push the button, and that was the answer for her to go to heaven, basically. Like, as opposed to hell. Like, they're all mind games. I don't want to give, like, the gory examples, like, two people had to play darts against each other, and whoever he said that whoever wins the dart game goes to heaven, whoever loses goes to hell. And on the dartboard, instead of, like, regular just velvet or whatever that you throw the darts at, they're, like, it shows a different body part, like, different internal organs. And every time you hit that organ, it hurts the person you're playing against, and that organ gets like stabbed on the inside for the person.
And they were a couple in real life, weren't they? Before,
and they were a couple. Yeah. And you get to see how far they'll go if they're gonna keep trying to win, which will cause the other person to like suffer excruciating pain, or if they like on purpose throw the game so that they don't have to hurt their spouse. Like, that's the test. Like, so there's always, like, a deeper layer. And it's a fantastic place. So even though I love Alabasta and I would eat Karoo duck right on, like, happily, I'm going to have to vote for Quindecim. Because I feel like
first of all, I think all you Vivi stans who would vote for Quindecim are traitors and hypocrites.
I
Because
would not eat Vivi, just saying.
Vivi loves Alabasta.
Yes, but I don't care.
Alabasta had
Moa
some
Hancock
good
is
locations
the-
in it. You know, it had like the nice crocodile underground water tank filled with gators that were freaking sea kings and amazing like looking stuff there. And
The
then
casino,
on the top was the casino, which was really cool and things like that. And then
So
you
should
had
not be forgotten. There was the poneglyph, which is a map to find your Pluton or whatever the weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You went
Like,
so far.
it
in
is a
Death
great
Parade,
place.
I have
I
to
love
defend
Alabasta.
Dressrosa. You know, I have to defend. Or sorry, Alabasta. I was thinking of the superior place.
And for the
My
people
bad.
that are asking why we're not including Skypiea, Animax only read 20 chapters, and I feel like we would all want to say stuff that happens later on, and we don't want to spoil it for the Virgin.
Yeah.
And we were going to
I-
include Jaya because it had Bellamy, one of the greatest anime characters of all time, but we decided against it.
And I
Jaya
have to
is
say,
a
my heart really went out to the guy who was trying to repair like the village by getting that river going again, by digging over and over again, even though Crocodile was fucking him over. Like I like that whole little setting bit right there that really get the heartstrings going for me. Like you know,
now that
there's. Well,
Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I like Logtown more than Alabasta.
okay, all right.
It's the place where Ghoul D. Roger was killed. It's the
Yeah,
place
yeah,
where Luffy started his journey. Like, it has so much more of an
It's got
impact.
historical stuff there, yeah.
To give Alabasta some credit,
Yeah, but-
Crocodile is the perfect antagonist for Alabasta, given his
The
his
setting,
devil fruit,
yeah.
right? And the set. Oh, I guess
Yeah.
the setting. Fuck. And like Nux said, there's a poneglyph below, which we find out has a weapon and expands the world. Like Alabasta is a great saga that kind of introduces so many different elements, and a lot of it has to do with the location and the culture behind the location, not just like the fact that we like find out about like kind of other things in the world.
Okay, I hope you're not gonna vote against One Piece, bro.
I unfortunately am.
Wow.
Huh.
Well, I mean, Alabasta is not even in my top 5 locations, so I feel like I could go ahead and do that.
And also, I feel like I gave a pretty valid reason why Quindekim is the superior location.
No, but it sounds like a bad location.
Yeah,
in terms of-
it's purgatory. It's not
Yeah,
a great
I mean,
location.
it's not. This
You don't wanna
isn't
go to
top
purgatory.
5 location vacation spots in anime. Okay.
I mean, it is a little unfair because it is purgatory. It's like, is that really like just a location? Because they change the bar to whatever suits the situation. Like, there's not
It is
always a
ju-
bowling
it is a
alley
bar.
there. There's not always but sometimes they're in like random scenarios that like the bar transforms.
But they're just different floors of the bar. Like,
But
there
listen,
are.
I mean,
here's the
either way,
thing.
I'm voting for it.
Purgatory, like in this case, what you guys are describing, because I haven't seen Death Parade, it sounds like more like a concept than a location. Like the idea of judging people playing these games.
Yeah.
So it's it's not really.
what it
a
sounds
location.
like? Yeah.
But the
It
metaphor
sounds like a
for
Tower
this
of
is the
God,
location.
doesn't it? And you're voting for Tower of God. Wow.
You can't
I
say
didn't
that,
know you
Noble.
loved it so much.
You can't say that, Noble. I'm gonna have to change my fucking vote.
It
No,
changes
something you have to
based
know
on-
extremely important. If Tower of God would be taking place in a bar, Briggs would vote for Bar of God. Bar of God would be Briggs'
Bar of
favorite
God,
anime of
yeah.
the current season. But it's a tower,
I
and
fucking
towers are
love
boring.
bars. What can I say?
Bars
Briggs.
are awesome. High five, Briggs.
Up to
Briggs. Alabasta
Nonsense,
has
Briggs.
a ton of bars.
I know. Unfortunately,
How many bars? Like,
it's pretty much
Have
just a
death
casino,
gods.
and everywhere outside the main city is just like pure poverty. So
Yeah, but I will say this:
bars probably suck.
Luffy's brother has been to Alabasta. Has he been to Quindekim?
Maybe.
maybe.
Fuck, I couldn't help
I
myself.
hate you guys. I vote
couldn't help
for
myself. I'm sorry.
No spoilers, but whatever.
I mean, Tekking already fucked Animac over for that one.
I don't know. I still kind of like Alabasta a little bit more, even though you kind of sold me on the anime now. I need to watch it.
You have
Death
to. It's
Parade.
really good.
Death Parade's
I
actually
don't know.
really good.
I've had mixed results because some people say Death Parade's really good, and then other people say that it's overrated. So I don't know.
I wouldn't say Death Parade is like, it's not in my top 50 anime, okay? But it is a good watch, and it's only 12 episodes, so I feel like it's worth
Yeah,
it.
okay.
I like it.
Thank you to Ludicrous Funds for 5,000 magical crystals.
Hell yeah.
That's a pretty ludicrous fund right there.
Yeah, I don't think he actually left a message, so I assumed that he was agreeing with me, whatever I said when he gave the money.
All right. Well, anyway, it's 2 versus 2. We got Nux and Briggs against Noble and Animac.
Noble Animac!
Noble and Animac!
I'm gonna get some grief.
Oh my
here.
god, that sounds like Fridays with PewDiePie, the nutcase edition.
Noble and Animac!
So it's up to the Pixel Pal.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
Pixel
gonna get
Pal,
some,
let's do this.
I'm gonna get some grief on this because I'm still yet to start One Piece.
Yes! I mean, how could you?
I'm about to, but I personally found Death Parade very, very boring.
Whoa!
I watched the whole thing. I struggled through it all. So Alabasta gets my vote.
Yes! Thank you,
Wow.
Pixel Pal!
I'm sorry.
Sad.
That's awesome, because I didn't know if he was gonna say like it was very, very. He was gonna say like good or bad, and he said boring, and it was great. It was good.
Yeah, the,
Alabasta
the
wins.
build-up.
Alabasta wins, even though Briggs
Big sad.
betrayed it. I love it.
I mean, One Piece is
Var-
powerful. What can I say?
This is why Briggs respects One Piece. He
It's
doesn't
like,
need to give.
all according to plan. More respect.
Anyway, speaking of
He's twirling
betrayals,
his
let's
mustache.
go to the next round where Nux is gonna vote against Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, that's not a betrayal at
Whoa.
all. If you look at my top anime list, I have anyway, moving on. We have Greed Island from Hunter x Hunter versus The Abyss from Made in Abyss. And I mean, for me, this is easy. I'm definitely voting for Made in Abyss.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not even in this name league.
Yeah,
Different leagues there, bro.
that is.
I don't know. I
That-
think Greed Island is awesome as a
I
concept.
love Greed Island. Absolutely. It's my favorite non-isekai. No, it's
Yeah?
not. I like Yu-Gi-Oh better. But anyway,
I love the whole volleyball arc in there.
bro, that volleyball game is top 10 anime fights.
It's the
Boss.
fucking volleyball, intense volleyball match. It's like, what the fuck?
Amazing. Hisoka really came in clutch.
Yeah.
I have to say. I love the Greed Island arc, but I think it's not that it just barely loses to the Abyss. No, I think it's, how do you say it? Not in the same league. No, that's still not enough of a differential here.
Not in the same dimension.
I don't have it.
I don't know, man.
I
I don't know,
don't
man. You
it's like-
you really suck.
It's like trying to power scale Haikyuu from Hinata from Haikyuu versus Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. Like
Nuts.
power level wise, that's
you
the
really
difference for me.
you really
Haikyuu
tried
slaps.
to.
What can I say?
You really suck Made in Abyss's dick hard, Nux.
I don't
and,
think
you know,
Jiren could fly high.
Lie!
as Weird Gula said in the chat, it's just a hole, bro. It's just a hole.
As much as I always give Nux crap for overhyping Made in Abyss, I do think the Abyss itself is absolutely amazing, and it's hard to compare it to Greed Island. Although I do like the Greed Island arc.
Love the Greed Island arc.
Like
Yeah, the
I
Greed
also
Island
I
arc
also
is
think
good.
the Abyss
Yeah.
is a cool concept. I would never want to go there though, so I guess that
But
can't
this
be
isn't
part of
looking
it.
for vacation.
tournament!
Dude, we're not going to purgatory here on vacation,
You
man.
sure? I mean, we're trying to think of. I mean, if it does appeal to vacation sense, I think that is something that you could throw in there. I mean, just saying.
You want to go to Morio? You want to go to
Yes.
Morio where there's this serial killer and these weird ass hands if you turn around? No, fam. You want to go to the Tower of God where the first second you pop in, it's like, all right, now fight this massive eel crocodile monster and kill
Yeah, no
each
worries.
other out until there's 200 people left. Get
Bro.
out of here.
Just jump into its
Listen.
mouth. That's all you got to do. Remember?
Do
Just
you
jump into it.
understand that after part 4 ends, Kira's wife is a single mother? You damn right I would fucking go to Morio.
Okay. Anyway. Anyway.
Anyway, I'll
The-
vote for the Abyss too because it is a cool location.
Thank you, Animac, for your nobility.
Don't
All right,
thank
moving-
me.
Moving
Hey,
on.
I'm the only
I was
noble
being
here.
sarcastic. I didn't actually mean to thank you. Anyway, so the Abyss kills Greed Island, SMH, big sad. Next round, we have Death
Oh,
City.
I didn't even
from
vote,
Soul
but yeah,
Eater.
it did win. Yeah.
We have Death City from Soul Eater, which I
Ooh.
say I still think Death City's highlight is the opening, which is a banger, and it has Death City in it. And because nothing really happens there, I think pretty overrated location. Anyway, it's up against Syndria from Magi.
Then why
The
did you put it on the
70s
list? You made this list.
You did make
No,
this.
I had to come up with 16, and you guys were not helping. I don't
Hold
want to show screenshots of the chat where I'm like, all right, what about this? And you're like, okay. And like, okay, so this is good, no complaints. And
Well, that's
one
what
of you guys
happens
is
when
like,
we start working on the bracket at 4:30 for a 5 o'clock podcast. Some of us have shit.
At least I worked on the bracket, Briggs. I had a different idea for this podcast, and then you said, oh, we have 5 people? Okay, so let's do a bracket. All right.
We're only supposed to invite 4 people per podcast. I mean, 1 person.
All right, anyway, point
Death
is...
Death City to me reminds me a lot of like what Nux's dreams probably look like.
What?
I like to think that my dreams are more like the Abyss from Made in Abyss. But anyway, Syndria, I think, kills it in every single possible way. It's phenomenal of a location. It's this place developed by Sinbad because Sinbad kind of hates the way things are running. So he decides his ultimate way of bringing peace to the world is just by befriending different nations, conquering different places, bringing them together, where Syndria becomes the head honcho of the Seven Seas Alliance, which is constantly expanding and becomes a world power within only like a decade or two. And there's a lot going on in Syndria behind the scenes as well, and I think it beats Death City, which is essentially just a city with a skull on it.
Just a city with a skull on it, bro.
Well, it's a little bit more than that. It's a little bit more. Death City. If I could defend Death City, I should, because Death City is basically, if it was a JoJo stand, it would be Death's itself stand, because it's like the only area where he's able to go. He poured like all of his energy and stuff into it, and he's able to protect everyone inside of that location, and it's like the only kind of safe haven, I guess, from all the bad shit that's going on outside in the world. And
But so is Syndria.
I guess.
Hell yes! Did you know
right.
that Sinbad has one of his jinn? He has the ability to control nature, and he is constantly seeing through the eyes of every living fly and bird.
I know you want to brag about the flex is Sinbad.
Sinbad's jersey
I know.
is hung up
we
on the
voted
rafters.
He was the most badass.
He's won too many times. His jersey's on the rafters for all of eternity.
We need to retire him.
He's retired.
Please.
This is his country, though. It's not him himself.
So can he see everything within his country or anywhere he goes?
Yeah.
Well, he constantly sees within his country wherever he is in the world. He can see through every bird in his country.
But the difference with
is it only
City
like
is
because of where he is that he's there that he can see it? Like if he goes away, can he still see within the country?
Yes.
Okay, then that's pretty cool.
All right.
Also, I wanted to ask you, Nux. You always say like I couldn't never remember how far I got into Moggy.
What?
How far I got into Moggy? I've been to Syndria. Is that still season 1?
They reached Syndria in season 1, yes, but you never. I think, from what I understand, from what you've told me, is you've never seen season 2 of Moggy.
What happens in season
2? There's this whole war. There's the Magic Academy.
Magnostad.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
The point is, though, Syndria is a beautiful place, and I like the politics of it. It also has a lot of...
They're women.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Syndria has a lot of busty women, bro.
That's how you get anime. Does Death City have busty women? No, fam.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
It does. 100%.
No, it does.
Death City can become an epic robot, apparently.
The point
is
that quarantine is really doing a number on me, but I will say that Syndria has my vote. Guys, up to you.
I've never seen Maggie, so Death City.
Oh,
Death City does look cooler, in my opinion. But
Death City has a way better aesthetic.
Yeah,
100%.
I disagree, man. Syndria is actually like a place I would want a vacation. Oh no!
Oh damn! I mean, Death City's kind of cool too. I'm just gonna say, I think both are pretty good places I want a vacation.
Syndria is known to be the happiest country in the world in Moggy.
Yeah, I know.
I think part of the reason why I love Syndria so much is its comparison to every other city we had been to prior. It was so awesome. And
they had some Balbod, which was disgusting the way people were killing each other. There were rebellions. It was taken over by different countries. It was constantly at war. And then you go to Syndria, which is like a paradise. I love Syndria. And you saw the way it was built in the Adventures of Sinbad manga. Like you see how he literally built it up from nothing.
Yeah. I mean, technically, Death did the same thing. So, you know. And
I mean, so is Sinbad. To be
And so
fair.
is Sinbad, dude, technically. So, like, what are you trying to say here? They both accomplished the same goal. Death City is literally a paradise in this fuckhole of a world. All right?
The thing about Syndria is the way he's building his empire is that his ultimate plan. Well, he has a few behind the scenes ultimate plans that are in the manga that I don't want to spoil. But his ultimate plan on the surface level is after he's done, the entire world will become Syndria.
Yeah. I mean,
And at that point, he gets disqualified.
But until
Worlds
then,
aren't allowed, but until then, I'll allow it and I'll vote for Syndria.
oh yeah, that's 3 votes.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter what I vote for anymore then. So, yeah. Okay. Syndria wins.
Oh, come on, vote.
I would have voted Death City because I just think it's more interesting.
Well,
It proceeds to the next round, and then in the finals, we got our nostalgia battle between the satellite from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I don't know if any of you have seen Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Have you?
Motorcycle
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nope.
I watched like 2 episodes,
Nope.
bro.
Bro, why didn't you
Kanto Regions goes.
It's just
Why didn't
Yu-Gi-Oh! On motorcycles, bro.
You should have put Toon World, the clearly superior location.
Cards.
Dude,
But the satellite's actually amazing. The way it was built up, it was like cut off from Neo Domino City. And the reason why I feel like it's fascinating is because the way Neo Domino City is run is by kind of putting the satellite down. Satellite's like the slums. And the way they're developing their society is they have this complete 2 halves, where Neo Domino City is this city where there's abundance of everything and people are rich and people are happy, and then the satellite is a completely shunned territory where once you live there, you can never get anywhere in society. And there are a lot of more social applications to the actual world building in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and that's why I feel like the satellite's actually pretty cool. And like the main character hails from the satellite, and he escapes. He tries to get to New Domino City. His rival Jack is also from the satellite, but he was scouted by officials in New Domino City that kind of smuggled him in to become a duelist champion. Like, there's actually a lot of really interesting world building.
Yeah.
Forget the Kanto region from Pokemon, a place where I think we all grew up.
Yeah, like, does anything really compare to you spelled Kanto wrong, but that's okay. Like, you have fucking Pokemon there. Like, you can't beat that. They're fucking there, part of the community, and like part of the atmosphere. Things are going around inside of you with Pokemon every fucking where. That's a fucking dream come true. Like,
But that's
honestly,
we're not talking about the Pokemon in the region. We're talking about the region itself. Just the buildings, bro. How does that make you feel? Huh? That's the
not quite the same. Not quite the same. Not quite the same.
See, this is the thing, guys, because if I was to go to any region to vacation, it would be Alola.
Would take over the world, we know, okay?
Alola. But so Kanto as a region, the only cool thing about it is that Mewtwo actually hangs out there. So
yeah, it's kind of boring. I think it's one of the most boring places because it's the starting place.
see, if that was the only region we were introduced to, it'd be like coolest world ever in region. But the problem is every other one follows the same formula. So it's like
It's a similar formula, but they all have different cultures. Like Johto has a completely different culture. The way that they're like they deify these Pokemon, like and
Sword and
Sinnoh
Shield
has a fantastic
like, the
culture.
Gigantamax stuff and things like that. It's like
Johto Mate.
there's different cultures.
Johto
Future Mech says Kanto has Ash's mom, Animac. Yeah, well, I don't want to mess with a woman that's that close with a Mr. Mime, bro.
No, dude, Professor Oak has her covered already. She's a busy woman.
I don't know, man. Maybe a Ditto.
Katarina of Pokemon.
I think Ash Ketchum is a Pokemon, so
I'm gonna vote for Kanto, but I don't feel strongly about Kanto, to be honest. I feel like there are more interesting regions in Pokemon.
Yeah, there's way more interesting regions in Pokemon.
All right, so then you can include a different region. Which region would you like on this?
Alola!
Alola sucks. It's just
But
Hawaii.
Alola
with
has that
Pokemon.
other world, too.
Oh, Alola, that's not part of the region. That's part of the game, okay? We're not talking about
Alola's still-
alternate dimensions. That's not a
Alola's
locale.
still better than Kanto.
if Purgatory counts, alternate dimensions count.
But it doesn't count to be part of Alola, because those alternate dimensions
Yeah, that's
exist
just
in the world with
alternate.
Kanto
Alola-
as well.
Alola has a way better. Alola has a way better MILF than Ash's mom. Alola has blonde girl's mom.
All right. So Kanto has the Lavender Town with all the spirits there and the creepy stuff. There's a lot more going on in Kanto than in Alola. I'm not talking about the evil scientists that are trying to fuse worlds and whatever. But anyway, that said, being that I am including the flora and fauna of the region, I feel like a world with Pokemon, it beats social issues in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I would vote for
That's
Kanto.
what I was trying to say, like a world with Pokemon. The problem is every other region has Pokemon too.
Yeah.
It's not exclusive to Kanto.
I mean,
Lusamine from Alola gets it for me. Why are we even talking about this? Because it's not even Alola on the thing. I vote for Kanto, but...
Kanto wins. Let's just go.
Kanto region.
There we
go. Kanto just wins, yeah.
Absolute destruction here. All right, but now that we've gone over all the villages, I feel like the second round will move faster. We have the Leaf Village, which is just a village with faces on a rock, versus the Seirete, which is... versus the Seirete from Bleach. And I'm going to have to go with my boy Rockface over here. I feel like the culture in the Leaf Village completely outclasses anything you see in Bleach, even though it is an interesting place.
I'm going to have to go with the Seirete, since the Leaf Village is literally just a village. I'm going to stand my ground.
Like, Leaf Village, it has houses, it has other things that make it a village, but I'm going to go with Seirete.
I just feel like it could have been cooler, considering how much time, and the fact that they rebuilt it all as well.
Yeah.
You mean by cooler? You want the village to turn into a mech or something? Like, what do you mean by cooler? It's a
boring location. Like, the culture behind it too. Like, I don't know. It doesn't even add up to it. Just I don't know. It's hard to argue for this. It doesn't interest me as an actual town. There's nothing about it that interests me. Well, I can name like 2 different spots on it. If you actually think about it, like where they trained.
It's not the idea about the fact that there are spots.
Oh,
there has to be.
It is.
Dude, they didn't even develop the village itself. There's not. I don't know.
Nux.
I kind of see where Briggs is coming from a little bit here.
You know what I'm saying? When you go to Skypiea in fuck, I can't spoil that. When you go to a location, Oda takes his time, and you understand where everything is and how it relates to the setting and the world.
I'm not arguing world building in One Piece versus world building in Naruto. That's laughable. If you say world building in Naruto beats One Piece, it means you didn't watch One Piece. Okay, One Piece destroys Naruto when it comes to world building.
700 something chapters later, we should have known more about the village and had a better understanding.
I feel like you're putting you're valuing different things. Like, you can't compare world building in Naruto to world building in One Piece because they're both trying to come at from completely different sides. In Naruto, when we're talking about world building, it's mostly about the culture of the different nations. It's mostly about how did this village come to life?
And as a result, the village suffered in regards to this bracket.
No, that's not how it works.
The focus wasn't on developing the location. Like you said, it wasn't on developing the location.
It's on the culture of the location. It's not about the different towns and the trees with the monkeys, Briggs. If there would have been monkeys, you would vote for it. Okay, no, I'm kidding. But at the end of the day,
it's what it contains, you know? Like, so you have the ability to
just
like
what's
learn
in it.
Ninja.
It's what built it up.
Explain to me how the culture affects the culture today in the Leaf Village. Explain to me how the culture of how it formed affects the culture today.
Okay. The way the village originally came to be was there were clans that were constantly at war, like majorly the Senju and the Uchiha. And when they eventually made a village together, they decided, you know what, fam, we're going to build a culture around the idea that we are many clans coming together. So in the modern day Leaf Village, you have the Akimichi clan, you have the Yamanaka clan, you have the Nara clan, you have a whole bunch of the Hyugas are in the Leaf Village. It's the way the culture is built up, it's this idea that all these small little segregated groups can become something greater. And they did not do a good job originally. They failed at making the Uchiha feel like they were part of the culture. They always felt shunned. And that's what caused the coup d'etat to end up almost take place so much later. But that is part of what makes the Leaf Village and what gives it its identity. It's the fact that they have their wins and their losses and a culture that's completely made up of different people, but they just said, you know what? There's this quote unquote will of fire. That's the connecting ground. It's not that we're all part of the same clan and we have the same heritage. It's the fact that we all live by the same ideals that makes us part of the Leaf Village.
Wow, that was a great speech.
That sounds kind of sounds kind of communist to me, bro.
And the backstory, especially with the Uchiha, is very good. The theme does not continue, and it doesn't stand, and it's not overly like shown throughout the story. 500 chapters later, do we still get that feeling of the Hyuga clan being relevant? Or the
it's like, not really reflected on the
it doesn't
locale
reflect on
anymore.
the village. It's a cool backstory, but it's not, the location's not what matters in like Naruto. I'm going with the Serite here.
I feel like when you take the Leaf Village and the Serite, the Leaf Village has got more history that is presented to us as the people.
Yeah, it's got more history.
There.
Okay.
So I feel like the Leaf Village is more of an interesting place in that aspect than the Serite is just presented as this place that's been there. We don't see how it became that. With the Leaf Village,
I can't wait. I can't wait for the Alabasta debate after this.
Okay. Wait, shit. Am I the tiebreaker then? Oh no. Shit.
You voted for Animac voted?
Yeah, I voted for Serite.
All right, Noble, take it away.
Oh no.
Honestly, the Bleach location's not much better. I ripped hard on the Naruto, and I've been thinking,
the Bleach location, it's just there.
Yeah, what do you like about
cool
Bleach,
Riggs?
I'm thinking about it.
Can you praise? Give me a minute here. All right, I know that you had this hate boner mentality, which I love personally because it annoys so many people. but what do you see in
honestly,
Bleach?
It just hit me. I literally brought it up myself. I'm like, okay, I've been arguing against why Lily Village isn't that great of a village considering how long the story is. But you could say the same thing about the Serite.
Yeah. It doesn't really develop much at all.
At the end of the
It's
day,
just cool, and they travel through it.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
Like, it actually might be worth. I can speak, guys.
You got it. You got it.
Go on.
Okay.
Corner, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm. Oh, you're going to Leaf Village too? He just changed it. He just fucking changed it like that.
I just wasn't even thinking about what it was like. Who the Leaf Village was facing off against this round. I was just trying to argue as against Nux.
It's just a village, man.
I mean, goddamn, just a village, bro.
All right. In the end of the day, what do you like better, ninjas or Death God samurais?
I mean, yeah. Right. At least in the Leaf Village, you can train to become a ninja, which is cool in itself. You can go from the ground up. So, I vote on the Leaf Village anyway.
Sweet.
Man,
Leaf Village deserves to win. Hell yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Leaf Village.
I was with it. The Leaf Village is like a son to me. I was with it since day one.
Never doubted that Leaf Village.
Dude.
Like, never doubted it. Bro, those are some epic faces on that rock, okay?
I can't believe people actually listen to this podcast.
I know. I can't believe it. Because, like, to give the Serite some credit, when it was first introduced, it was really cool. But in the same way with the Leaf Village, I feel like it wasn't expanded upon. And if anything, the rest of the actual Soul Society world was, and not the Serite itself.
And speaking of the Serite, what's even funnier is, you know that royal palace that's like miles above the Serite? Like, they don't even talk about that until way later. Yeah. It's like, what's Aizen's plan? Well, he wanted to defeat the Soul God. Who the hell's the Soul God? Oh, well, you see, there's this floating palace above the Serite. Oh, thanks for mentioning. Okay. And then you get there way later. Oh, there are also 4 ultimate warriors there that never ventured down. But those guys, yeah, they were there all along. Yeah. Anyway, Leaf Village takes the W. Sorry, Serite. You put up a good fight. Not really, but okay. Anyway, next round. Ikebukuro from Durarara versus Morio. Oh, God, this is all hell. This is
definitely Morio for
the
me,
Alabasta
bro.
Debate. Bro.
While Kira's wife is a single mom, I'm never going to vote against Morio.
Yeah, Morio just had, like, the cool, like, things going on, like the locations, they're very memorable, like the restaurant, the alleyway, even like the freaking Rohan's like freaking Dojin place, or Dojin, well, his manga place, like everything about it was reused and brought to life and was given more character.
Bro,
And
that
Of
one,
course,
you're-
Dorara brought back like the iconic locations, like the sushi shop occasionally, but that always just felt like it was just there, and it was still more focused on the characters inside of it rather than the actual locations.
Okay, well,
You know?
Russia Sushi is pretty epic, but
Nick.
I will say that one like electric tower thing in Morio is more memorable than all of Leaf Village.
That pylon,
Yes.
bro.
Oh, wow.
That pylon.
Wait, why are we going back to Leaf Village?
what's
Obviously,
going
we were going
on
to
there?
push
What-
that aside.
We
we're
never
not
talk
there.
about the greatness of the Leaf Village
Yeah.
enough, honestly.
Yeah, but you're right. When it comes to Morio, it's like, you know how there was that one scene where Josuke was playing against Rohan and with dice, and one of the dice was really the alien guy that was transformed into a dice,
Yes.
and he kept winning every time. And eventually, Rohan's house is lit on fire, and they're like, "Yo, Rohan, put your house out! I don't care about my house. How is Josuke cheating?"
Like, he knew he was
Later,
cheating.
you see his house is like burnt down, like in the background, because he let the whole house burn down. I don't know. I love Morio as much as I respect Ikebukuro and Durarara. I'm gonna go for Morio from JoJo's.
Finally, some justice.
Morio
Yeah.
gets my vote.
Baby.
Definitely.
I think
Riggs?
Moria is superior here. Oh my god, I just can't. speak
Mind
anymore. I
of
just stopped
Moria.
It's
talking.
all right. It's okay.
Oh.
He went full Ragnar.
Yeah.
He went full Ragnar.
Shahaha, Moria is the victor in this round. Ikebukuro, wow, it does come to life, and constantly throughout the series, they let us know that, like, it is not just a city, bro. But Morio wins.
Yeah, Morio is not just a city, and also, do you guys like actually role play like this during your D&D games?
What are you talking about? Of course.
But of course, my man.
You're like, do you honestly say, ha ha ha, Ragnar rolled an 8? Ha 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 ha.
No.
No.
But
Well, I was gonna say,
of course I have
if
my
you
cha
did-
ha ha had laugh.
if you did, I would have actually respected you.
All right, moving on to the next round. Morio takes the W. We got Alabasta versus the Abyss. Hell yeah.
Okay, so let me now explain to you why the village of Yuba in Alabasta is better than all of Leaf Village in Naruto, bro.
What?
Okay.
Please,
All
can,
right.
we, can we wait to talk about Naruto when it's up against
Do we
Morio in the
still need
next
to
round?
keep talking about?
No, listen
No,
to me.
stop this.
You guys talked about- you guys talked about-
time.
You guys talked about how all the village is great because we see how it develops and stuff. Bro, Yuba is a village that was started by two men, a guy called Toto and his son, Koza, okay? They built it from the ground up because the king asked them to. And then the whole town is abandoned because that dick, Crocodile, keeps sending sandstorms just because he's a huge dick, okay?
Yeah.
And
I love how you're comparing Hashirama and Madara to Yuto and Tota.
Toto keeps trying to get water out of that sand
He's
because
so hard.
he respects his king and he respects his mission and he keeps doing. And Crocodile's a dick, but he keeps going, and that is more powerful than your fucking Leaf Village in Naruto.
I love how you didn't see Naruto and you're doing that. You're like the typical anti-One Piece fanboy that now is the One Piece fanboy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll
Never
change
doubted.
when we do the Naruto version podcast.
Like the life cycle of a weeb. Starts off hating One Piece, ends up reading it, starts off loving One Piece, starts, crapping on other shonen. Anyway.
Once you go One Piece, you never go back, my man.
Amazing. Truly fantastic. That said, I'm definitely voting for the Abyss.
I'm voting for the Abyss, guys. It's a
And,
hole. It's
in
just
defense-
a hole.
In the
It's a
defense of the
special
Abyss,
hole.
Animac, did you know that there are MILFs in the Abyss?
I don't know, man, because all they do is like do brutal experiments on children and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. Bro, watching that movie with you, Briggs, it was a highlight. Okay, that was amazing.
You know, if you think about it, if you vote for Made in Abyss, you're voting for the reverse Tower of God.
Oh,
Stop saying this stuff, man. I wanted to vote for the Abyss.
You're just
think about
going
it.
down instead of up. I'm not over that. I'm still not on just Briggs' face. a genuine upsetness.
Okay.
Oh my God. You know what's funny? It's like our like ridiculous nutcase logic that we're just memeing around this whole time. That's like other podcasts being serious, okay?
Okay, so Future Mech in the chat says the Abyss is the best hole in anime. Bro, what anime
man.
are you
Hero's
watching?
life!
Here's why.
That's how you get people to stop simping. To say it's just a hole, man.
I didn't even have to say that. It was Nux new. But anyway, the point is, I do like the Abyss as a setting. I think it is cool, but I also like Alabasta as a setting. Obviously, the Abyss is more like supernatural, interesting type of setting, but Alabasta is such a dynamic, important setting. So I don't know, man. This is tough.
The concept of like you could go down, but whenever you go up, it affects your body and could kill you is so cool. Especially when the further down you go, the more crazy each level is and how different it is.
It's just air pressure, bro.
Just air pressure, bro. Just air pressure. I'm gonna go with the Abyss. I can't believe I voted against Alabasta twice. I hope Alabasta.
Alabasta twice.
I mean, if it was Dressrosa, I would have voted every single time. Just saying.
Vivi will never forgive you.
I do like the location of Alabasta.
If it would have
I
been
thought it was
Dressrosa.
very interesting, but just knowing the rest of One Piece and how that location is just not as interesting as the other was makes me just like not like it as much, and I feel bad. But like I still feel like the Abyss is just the superior mystery because it's literally the centerpiece of anime. It's what rhymes the whole story, the Abyss itself and what it contains. And it's just so interesting what happens the further you go down in it, what happens to you, what's actually in there. You have no idea what it contains, but you just have the goal of getting to the absolute bottom. And it's fascinating and I love it. So Made in Abyss 100% gets my vote.
Fine, it's the Abyss.
The Abyss! Next round! Syndria versus the Kanto region! If this isn't dynamic opposites.
Obviously, like Syndria, what are you even saying?
I vote Kanto. I've not seen Maggie.
Oh!
I mean, both are paradises in their own way. It just depends on what your definition of a paradise is, I guess.
Well,
Paradises, but the difference is, like, when it comes to Syndria, it's a world of war. It's a world of warring countries, and Syndria is a paradise that's created to be the antidotes to the world. Whereas the Kanto region, I feel like it's too juvenile for it to be war, because if Animac would be in the Kanto region, he would declare war personally and try to become, tyrannical overlord of the entire Pokemon world. So if I would adventure there with Animac, I'd rather go to Syndria because Sinbad would slap Animac. But if I would go with Animac to Kanto, I would inevitably have to fight him for the fate of the world. So that's way more complicated.
You could
Or we
collude
could join
with me.
together.
Yes.
And
It
so
sounds like you
annoy
guys
each
would
other
just
too much.
become Team Rocket or something like that.
Nah, man. We'd be competent Team Rocket, okay?
Yeah, it's like, bro,
Yeah.
we really have to steal Ash's Pikachu. It's like, dude, there's so many other Pokemon. Like, you could just get a fucking Raichu. Like, he's more powerful than Ash. No, we gotta get Ash's Pikachu, bro. That's what
Animac,
it's all about.
I take it back. Animac, we should totally go to Kanto one day. Just take over the place.
I mean, what
I do
weeb
like
would
the
not
fact-
want to go to Kanto?
I do like the fact that Vegan Gaines would lose his fucking mind in Kanto region.
I told Briggs, I don't know if I told you, I have a video planned, vegans versus Pokemon.
I mean,
I still go
Anyway.
for Syndria though. Syndria has
It's just such a
As-
much more developed world.
cool stuff.
Like, comparing this location to the world it's in, it's like, it really stands out. Unlike Kanto, which is just, I mean, Pokemon's everywhere, so Pokemon's here too.
yeah, I the thing is, like, I gotta give it credit because Syndria is like a very interesting place, and I do like the aesthetic, and I do like everything that goes on in it, and I don't know how to measure the ability of holy fuck, there's cool locations and fucking Pokemon there too, like to go with it. I'm like, how do you decide which one you like better? Like, this is so hard for me.
It's a location where every hospital only has Nurse Joyce.
I know, like everything. There's billions of like officers.
Officer Jenny's everywhere.
Yeah, Jenny's. Yeah, and Nurse Joy's. This is so difficult. I don't know.
I mean, that's not necessarily negative. Both of them are hot.
Yeah, both are great. Honestly, I still would vote for Pokemon just because I just like it better. I just
Also,
like it better.
Chansey's thick, bro.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Animac would
Yeah.
clap Chansey's cheeks any day.
I gotta say, from a very I've only seen season 1 of Moggy. I just love Pokemon. I love Kanto better. What can I say? I'm gonna side with Noble here.
Yeah.
Well, Nux, it's me and you against the world.
Oh, I immediately feel I understand how you feel now, Animac, because we have the completely much more sound logical arguments,
Of
and we were
course you
just up
do.
against people that just like petting like Eevees.
Yeah.
Like we were defeated by cuteness. It was cuteness versus logic, and cuteness came out on top.
Cuteness is what runs the world. Haven't you seen No Game No Life, my man? Another amazing world that I wish we could have included, but it's a world at the end of the day.
Wouldn't you love to capture this cute little critter, become its
It's not
friend,
about a
and do
location where
some
you would
fucking-
rather be. It's not a vacation home.
It could
It's
be.
about a better written locale. A
How-
locale.
Whoa!
Tell
Better
me as a
written.
kid, you did not want to get isekai into this freaking world where you could catch a
Absolutely.
Pokemon, go
Dude,
on an
as a
amazing
kid,
journey.
Are you roasting
between-
adult Nux right now?
If you're
I would
saying
go there.
I
Pokemon
go there
is
right now.
not good written, you're out of your goddamn
Didn't
mind.
say it's not
that is
good
the
written.
number one
I wouldn't compare
franchise
it to
in the
Sindri.
world for a reason, because it is the best written world. Okay?
All right. I
Okay,
don't.
it's
I
a
don't-
great
that argument-
world, but I wouldn't say it's the best written world. It's just a great concept.
Kanto
Yeah.
introduced this
concept.
amazing
Absolutely.
concept
But it's because
with a
it was so well
fantastic
written, it
battle
came to be.
system.
Yeah.
Like, who would not want to go on a journey?
Battle system. We're talking about a locale, and Briggs is talking about journeying in a battle system.
Bro, I want to
How-
go. I want to go
Dude,
fight.
you
Misty.
weren't gonna vote for the Leaf Village because it was just buildings, okay?
Bro, the Kanto region's just dirt, bro. It's just dirt.
It has a tower with ghosts in it, okay?
I mean, the Kanto region does have some cool stuff. They also have Jessie, who was always a waifu for me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
See, the part of it like that makes it hard to vote for
Syndria-
Kanto is because all the things that I loved when this was first introduced almost apply to every other region, right? But I just don't know enough about Syndria, so I'm gonna vote for Kanto region because it's really cool.
Much about Syndria, though. I was
Yo.
trying to explain.
I gotta
The
see it
chat
for
is
myself,
say-
my man.
Nox, because they voted for Kanto, the chat is saying that we should go to Kanto and form a new evil team called Team Flex.
Just sounds like you go around posing.
Yo, it's
all
so
the time.
funny. Animac and I would team up to form Team Flex. Or Animac would do it for world domination, and I would do it just to flex on people that I took over the world.
Yeah, so I take the power and you take the ha. We got you, bro.
You know, it'll be great. I'll take over the world to annoy people, and Animac just wants to create this tyrannical government.
But you keep saying tyrannical like it's a bad thing. It's for their own good, man.
No, I know, but they won't know that until you take over. So from their
Exactly.
perspective, it'll be tyrannical until they see how the Messiah actually showed up. The Messiah in this case being
Yeah.
Animac.
And then they'll say that it's a benevolent tyranny.
He'll be a benevolent dictator. Everyone will love him.
Or just a benevolent dick, whatever you want to say.
Well,
That's what the ladies will call me.
Oh shit! Watch out. Mills.
Well, anyway, Animac,
Sure.
there is something I have to tell you that's very cool about Magi that can even defeat the fact that Jessie is in Jessie's in Pokemon.
Go.
That
What
is the
about
fact
wet hair, Jesse? Oh.
That Yamraiha
I'm back from
is
Kanto,
in
the greatest region of all time.
Syndria.
Yeah,
Do you remember Yamraiha?
yeah. I can never pronounce her name, but she is smoking. Although she's technically from Magnostadt, but still.
She's one of the 8 generals in Syndria. Just posted a picture of her in the chat. This is like
look at
7
this guy.
times better than Jessie right
Yo,
there.
never
This
fear,
is how he's
guys.
trying to bribe.
Never fear, I'm back. I just went to Kanto, the greatest region of all time, which has my vote.
Also known as your bathroom.
Okay,
And-
Nux.
and Pokemon wins.
We lost. We gotta move on, even though we keep dwelling on this.
All right,
But
we
yeah,
lost.
Kanto wins.
We lost. Kanto wins. Next round, we have the Leaf Village, which has faces in a rock, versus Mario from JoJo's. And I know I was sucking the Lee Village's dick before to fight against Briggs and his sound arguments for the Serete, even though we voted for the Lee Village at the end. I'm still going to go for Mario. I think that no amount of culture can withstand the posing that went on in this village. I'm sorry.
Just to those in the chat saying certain things, I will say that I did nothing wrong.
I mean, Mario just has a great jingle, okay? You know,
Mori.
so like, obviously,
Stop radio.
I would tune into that every day. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Mario on this one here for obvious reasons, because I don't want my face on a rock.
I'd rather eat tomatoes that suck the juice out of my eyeballs than ramen any day.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Angelo
I
Stone
wanna
kills
scratch
the
off my
Stone
skin
Hokage.
and then somehow become out more refreshed than ever.
We lost Pixel Party Pals. He
Oh no, he's
disappeared.
dead.
Rip.
What?
That's
He's not
good.
dead.
He jumped out.
He's gone. F's in the chat for our friend.
Pixel Party Pals. All right. Well, I guess we hope that we're not going to get any twos.
Well, given that I've been with the Leaf Village since day one, number one Leaf Village
You're
stand
qualified to make this call.
Never
Briggs.
doubted.
The
Briggs,
Leaf Village
Village.
is like a son to me. I'm gonna have to vote for the Leaf Village, the most well-developed village. The buildings are just so great.
Bro,
God
don't
damn
even meme. Mario is so much more developed. Like, come on.
It's not even close.
Anime, don't get triggered right now. He's joking. Calm down. The anime just starts tearing his hair.
Just to trigger Animac, I'm gonna vote for the Leaf Village.
Bro, since day one, unreal.
Never doubted Leaf Village. I've stuck around.
Never in my life would I slander the Leaf Village. The culture, the deep culture behind it. It goes thousands of years in the past.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It goes hundreds of years in the past.
not even 100.
It goes like 94 years in the past.
No, it had a few generations. It's at least 100.
Yeah.
From
not
generation
hundreds of
to
years.
generation, the Leaf Village started from the bottom, and now it's here winning this fucking
Started
bracket.
from the bottom, now it's here.
Yeah. I remember the first Hokage
The third
dropping
Hokage
that.
was alive when the Leaf Village started.
So
Oh.
I've been,
Put that into perspective.
I've been trying to stall for Pixel to join, but he's not coming back.
Not coming back. He's gone.
All right, so let's
We
go.
love you, bro.
Since the dawn of time, the Leaf Village has
I think that there's only one thing we have left to do. We have to keep going, and if we end up getting a 2-2 stall, we'll call in Evanito.
dope. All right, but the problem is the stream's all fucked up now.
Damn it.
All right.
We're continuing the rest like this.
All right, anyway, moving on. In the next round, we have Mario. Okay, so Mario just beat the Lee Village. So now we have the Abyss from Maiden Abyss versus the Kanto region. Wow. Polar opposites. Polar opposites. Would you rather be a child in the Kanto region or a child in the Abyss? No, I'm kidding.
No.
This isn't about where you would rather be. This is not where you would rather be.
Well, the Abyss would
This is
win
not
by a
vacation
landslide.
home.
If it was
No,
where would you rather
no,
be?
I think I want to visit the Abyss.
Now that you mention it, there's this handsome dude, Bone Drew, down there. He seems like a nice guy. I'd visit his laboratory.
That's not bad.
Pixel, are you back?
We can't hear him.
So,
This is
Hello?
so sad.
Pixel,
Is he? Hello? Oh?
Pixel.
Thank
Oh,
you,
no.
Discord.
He went to
But
the
yeah.
Abyss?
The Abyss is just the more creative location from a location perspective. You have to give
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Kanto has Pokemon, which is cool, but other than that, it's just like a normal place.
This has immortal regenerating flesh blobs that were your closest friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something.
And there's so much more in the manga that I can't even tell you.
Yeah, it gets pretty gnarly there, definitely for sure. I mean, like, it's hard. It's like you're judging like your grown up like sense of self here, like what's good, what's quality. This is great, interesting stuff, and then you're putting your childhood right fucking next to it, and you're like, you have to choose on this one, and it's
You have
really
to choose.
you have to choose. Like, do you go with your sense or do you go with your heart? and I don't know, man.
And Pokemon always goes with the heart, man. It really does.
Yeah, it really does.
Who's
I mean,
Pokemon facing? What's Kanto facing off against right now?
Abyss.
The Abyss? Okay.
I Made in Abyss, and Made in Abyss is, I think, one of my top 10 anime of all time. So this is like,
Yeah, boy! I'm so happy you said that. You made my day right now, Noble.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes. Top
Like-
10
Alright.
anime. Oh my god, I love
I
you,
don't know
Noble.
how I feel.
You're a
Like,
mad
this-
lad.
This is real
I'm
difficult.
so
for
happy to
me.
be your third channel.
Wait, no, have you read the Made in Abyss manga?
No. I like the adaptation, so I can wait for it. You know.
Did you
That's
see the
okay.
movie?
Not,
Like the-
oh. All right. Well,
We lost
no,
him.
I haven't yet, but I
movie is
kind of
so
want to
good.
get Ashley caught up on it, but we'll see how that goes.
All right, that's fair.
But
All right,
like,
Briggs, we watched the movie together. Tell me straight, that movie beat anything in the anime series.
100%. I mean, the last like 2 episodes
Bro.
of Made in Abyss were phenomenal, but I will
Yeah.
say
That movie.
the movie stepped it up a notch, and I'm a big fan.
Oh, dude, and that one scene in the movie, like there were a lot of great scenes, but that scene where he shoots out a cartridge.
Don't
all right,
spoil
all right.
anything,
I'm
don't
sorry,
spoil anything.
childhood. I'll
I'm
put
not
you
spoiling.
aside. I will
Not
put you
spoiling.
aside. I'm going with Made in Abyss. I'm going with Made in Abyss.
Yes, 3-1. I hope you're back, Pixel, but your vote's irrelevant.
I'm gonna go for Made in Abyss here as well.
You man, your audio's
Why
not.
are you saying 3-1? Who voted for Kanto?
Yeah, wait. Who voted for Kanto?
Didn't Briggs vote for Kanto?
I vote for Made in Abyss.
Man,
Hell
Briggs
yeah, 4-0.
Brig is just so sarcastic now that he doesn't even know.
I've never been sarcastic in my life.
Ever. All right, next round. Leaf Village just barely lost to Morio, so it's Morio versus the Abyss, and I hope that I'm not the first to vote here. I'd rather you guys take it away.
What? Ah. You know, I've never been a big fan of Part 4, but I did love the place. I did love it.
Screw it, I'm voting for the Abyss. I love
Can you give us
JoJo's.
a
We all know
beautiful
that.
argument for the Abyss, Nux?
Argument for the setting of the.
It's literally the story itself. Like, it focuses on, but then again,
I don't-
JoJo Part
I'm-
5.
I
or,
guess
sorry,
it's the
Part 4?
story, except we're excluding the personal adventure of Rico and whatever.
Yeah.
And Reg. It's like that's not in what we're talking about. But as far as the Abyss goes, it starts off shallow with these pretty crazy artifacts and stuff. They're pretty unbelievable beasts. And the fact that the Abyss is the source of the entire economy of the city that's built around the Abyss is very interesting as well. Moving down, you get into such inhumane things that just twists human psychology to such a crazy degree. Every single person who makes it far enough in the Abyss is twisted in some way. No one enters the Abyss and
Comes
can
out the
leave
same.
it being the same person. It changes it changes not only the characters, but it almost changes the viewers to the extent that they're just like, bro, how did that just happen? And honestly, as far as the location of the Abyss, the even though the Bone Druid arc is probably my favorite arc in Made in Abyss so far, the one after it really develops the actual setting of the Abyss so much more. It's just the way the humans, or the people who used to be humans, have been changed by the Abyss. It gives it such a life. I feel like that there's nothing out there as far as a setting or an individual locale goes that tops the Abyss. I love Morio. And
What about
the different
Tower
nothing-
of God?
I have yet to finish it, so I can't say. And I will not judge it based on the 4 episodes I've seen. But so far, it's not in the same league as Made in Abyss. And you know what? The same music director did both the musics. Hell yeah, Kevin Pankin did the music for Made in Abyss.
And
Yeah,
the music for Tower of God too.
Kevin Bacon's pretty great.
Kevin Pankin. But yes. And the music, I don't know. There's such an ethereal feeling to Made in Abyss. I have to vote for it. Bro,
Anyway.
we're gonna cry though.
This isn't about the music. I vote for Morio just because I've only seen the anime for Made in Abyss, and it is a cool concept, but I haven't explored it in depth yet, ironically. And I do love Morio as a location. It drives the whole story of Part 4, so I'm going for Morio.
I've been
Morio is
saying
the
Moria
protagonist
the
of
entire
Part
time.
4.
Yeah,
What?
I know. That's like a location in Lord of the Rings.
It's also a character.
Mines of Moria.
Moria. Yeah. That was a pretty good location, I would say. That's my top 10 anime location. Moria. Anyway. Yeah, Morio, you could kind of say like that was the main focus and character of JoJo Part 4 in a way too, because it was all taking place within that town and what goes on inside that town.
Yes.
So like it's kind of in the same league, I feel, of Made in Abyss right now, except you're not really traveling down, you're still kind of traveling around this weird, wacky fucking world, or this town, I should say. That not everything is necessarily bad, like in the Abyss, but different.
We
so to
hear you
say.
typing. We
Yeah,
hear
he's
the
typing.
finger. We hear your fingers tapping on your keyboard. You have to be able to speak.
And
He can't hear us.
in terms of mystery, his internet. Now he can't hear anything. Oof.
We
Okay.
hear you.
Well, that's unfortunate. But like in terms of world building, this is so difficult. I have to go with Made in Abyss on this one here. I just like that world a little bit better. I just
Made in
like
Abyss,
it better.
Best locale.
I don't know, man. You can't.
Wood
not
Vacation,
like,
10 out of 10. Hell yes.
Like, the greatness of Morio is that it's a city, and yet, it's a city that we all recognize as somewhere you might live, and yet it's so magical. Whereas the Abyss is obviously like this supernatural phenomenon thing, so of course it's going to be fantastical. But I love how Morio was turned into something special, even though it's just a city, bro.
Bro, it's
Yeah,
literally
I
just
do
a
like
town,
that.
and they managed to develop it and flesh it out so much and relate it to everything that's going on that it's not just a town. They did what Naruto couldn't do in 700 chapters.
Oh, absolutely. Mario beats the Leaf Village any day, but
How can
the
you
Abyss-
say that, Nux? I thought we were the #1 Leaf Village
Alright.
stands.
Leaf Village stand, I know when it's beat.
Yeah, Morio. But the Made in Abyss is so good. I've been so quiet. I didn't know what to say. I don't know what to vote for.
Yeah, it's difficult. I do like what Animac brought up there, and it's just the fact that it's got the nice contrast of it appears normal, but it's not. So like I do like
the
that.
Abyss appears magical, but it's still so much more twisted than you could have even fathomed to go.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Shit. Oh god, it's so difficult.
So I'm Morio, Nux and Noble are
Abyss.
I'm still Abyss. Still Abyss.
and Briggs. I guess it's up to you because Pixel Party Pals internet broke down.
Can you repeat the count again to me real quick?
It's
Me and
2-1
Noble for Abyss.
Abyss.
Fuck, but if I say Morio, like Mario.
Then we have
if
a
I go for
tie.
If I go for Mario, it's a tie. What do we like?
Then we'll call in Evan or something. I don't know.
I think
We'll get
I guess
somebody
we have
in
to call
here.
in Evan. I gotta go with JoJo's
Oh,
part 4 here.
No, dude, don't do it just so someone else can be a tiebreaker.
No, I'm not. It's good, but I'm just so impressed with the actual town and location in JoJo's Part 4. Like, of course, Made in Abyss is amazing, but that's what the entire series is about. I don't know. Like, it really surprised me with JoJo's there.
Yeah, Morio is even cooler than the generic isekai town in Konosuba.
Dude, we should have put the town of Konosuba on this list. That's
It's
amazing.
such a hard vote, man. It's such a hard vote.
Yeah, it would just be okay.
Wait, no,
what are
where's
the
the town of East's interspecies reviewers? That is the best vacation
God!
by a landslide. Nothing could possibly beat that.
Yeah, that's why it's not on here because it's like Sinbad and Dio. We retired it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Dude,
So it
do you
wouldn't be
understand that that town from interspecies reviewers is straight up a Deus ex machina? Like,
Yeah,
it would come here.
nothing could beat that. Nothing could.
Nothing would beat interspecies reviewers.
Yeah, because you guys are like horny nerds, unlike me, who never
Says
talks.
Mr. Mill. Okay, all right.
I never talk about women.
Alright.
And
I can put a poll in the Twitch chat. Would you guys be okay with that?
sure.
All right. I mean, I
Oh,
guess.
damn, a poll.
That's
Okay.
possible.
Yeah. No,
All right.
do it.
We're gonna get a decider.
Unfortunately, I feel like JoJo's is more popular. I mean, fortunately, I love JoJo's, but at the
Yeah.
same time, bro.
Normally,
At
I
the
wouldn't be
same
open to doing
time-
this, but it's so close that I feel like Let's see what happens.
It's still
Alright,
close
chat.
in my mind too.
If you
It
guys
is
wanna, if you're listening to the podcast somewhere else other than Twitch and you wanna watch us live and possibly be like a part of these polls, we're at twitch.tv/rantcafe or rantcafe.tv, and then you can watch live, follow us here, and be part of the madness. And yes, Morio has Kira's wife. I can't stress that enough. And
Does have Kira's wife.
she's lonely, and she needs me.
Oh, it's
Okay.
close. It's close right now.
It's close.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's close.
It looks
to
like
me,
Mario's
too.
gonna take it.
Yeah.
55% to
I don't know,
45%.
I'm not disappointed.
53 to 47.
53 to 47. Dude, I don't know. Made in Abyss. Come on, people. Made in Abyss.
I
It's
mean,
so good.
yeah, it is very good.
This is
Too
crazy.
bad
is,
it's not
though.
as popular.
55 to 45. Once again,
It's not as.
we only got like
53
a 10,
to 47.
a 10 vote gap right now, roughly.
Nux, is Bone Druid a better villain than Kira?
Oh, you're asking me the tough questions. They're both in my top 5 villains of all time.
I think Bone Druid's better than Kira.
I also think Bone Druid's better than Kira. I like Bone Druid more than Kira. I have to say, Bone Druid, just the fact that this twisted man exists down there, I know we're not judging it off people, but he is a product of the Abyss in the end of the day.
Yeah,
You
so
know that?
Kira is a product of Morio.
No, he's not. Kira could be anywhere. He just happens to
Kira's
be in
just
Morio.
Kira.
No, what are you talking about? He has like a old Morio family. He's part of an old Morio family. It's all.
Look,
Yeah,
Kira
but
just
that's-
looked at the
that's
Mona
kinda by
Lisa,
happenstance,
got a
though.
boner, and that became Kira.
All right, it looks like the votes are in. Looks like Mario's 53%, Made in Abyss 47%. Looks like Mario's taking it.
Yes.
People, is that it? Are we done?
241
Is it over?
votes. 242 votes, 43, but the percentage isn't really changing. One for each there.
58 to 52.
This is the most important vote of 2020.
Clearly. We all know that the
Presidential thingo. Who cares? JoJo's versus Made in Abyss, though. All
You guys
right,
have like
let's give
20
it up.
seconds to get your votes in, but it looks like Morio took the W here.
Not disappointed.
It was a close one, just like with us. Only a 4% difference here.
52% for Mario, 48% for Made in Abyss.
Okay, all right.
Wow, that's pretty crazy, though. I
That is-
expected JoJo to win by a bigger margin, even though I prefer Made in Abyss's. So
It's all right. We'll get him next time. Mission failed.
We all know the real winner here is the
Pixel
hidden,
Party Pals.
the hidden
That's
Leaf
right.
Village.
And his internet service provider is the real winner.
Morio wins.
All right, poll ended. Mario wins.
Booked.
135 votes versus 124 votes. 52 to 48. Mario, crown victor. Best location in anime.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all so much for
This was-
joining us.
This was a fun episode for sure. It's
fun
it's
episode.
run a bit long, so we won't do reviews this time. We can do it next time, eh?
Yeah,
Thank
that
you
sounds good.
very much, Noble, for being here. Pixel Party Pals, I know you're like sort of incapacitated right now, but we do appreciate you. Link in
Thank
the
you.
description to everyone. We had Nugs and Brags, and we had the MILF Simp Animac. Hell
Milf
yeah.
Simp!
It was a good episode. I had fun.
I had so
I-
much fun. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, except for the Naruto Hidden Leaf Village stuff. But you know,
No,
we
we
survived.
stand the Leaf Village here. We
Yo,
never
and the Leaf
doubted.
Village.
Yuba Village,
Fuck,
you guys.
what's going
And
on?
until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang!